all, hi Zoa, welcome to Bollywood Bubble. How have you been? How has life been?
I'm doing good. Life is good, interesting. चल रहा है.
So, it's almost 10 months that we're living in this pandemic. So, what is it that you've learned in all these times, and has it changed your thought process in any way?
I think there wasn't that much of a change, if you could ask me, in the area of like going out and stuff. Because in the last 3-4 years, I kind of became a loner, you could say. I started enjoying spending time by myself, with myself, reading a lot more, being less social. So I think in that aspect, I didn't really feel much of a difference. But I think I've become closer to my family. I think, the little things have become more important now. I think I complain less because life is just so unpredictable now, and you just go into a zone of self introspection all the time. So yeah, I think I'm a more grateful person nowadays than what I used to be before the pandemic.
So, on the work front, you were recently seen in Taish. So, tell us, how has it been as an experience for you?
I remember the first time, like after I gave the audition and I selected, when Joy narrated the story to me, I was so in shock actually, because there was so much drama, and the way he narrated it also, I was like, oh my god, one story and itna drama. So I think that really intrigued me in the first go. But other than that, also I had never worked with a director of experience before. All the directors I worked with earlier were debut directors. So I really wanted to work with someone who comes with so much experience. And then, so even though my role wasn't a very big role, I still thought it was important to be part of this project for me, like personally, to grow as an actor. And then I also think because there were so many other actors involved, and they come from such a talented space, they've done so much work. So that in itself was such a learning experience for me. In the beginning, I did feel intimidated and think that, oh my god, what if I'm not good enough? I won't be able to like match up to them. But that kind of challenged me to just go for it and face all my fears. And I feel like I've come out feeling so much more confident about myself as an actor, as a person also. I think this project on the whole has been a very integral part of my life. I felt so much love for everyone on the set. I remember the days that I used to not have my scenes to shoot. I would do clap. And then there was this one time where everyone was shooting in Birmingham, and I was going to London, and I decided to do recce for them for the climax shot. So I went to look at these locations for the shoot. Wholesome experience for me that I'm so grateful for it. Like in many ways, I don't even know how to explain actually. And then it was so much fun playing a bride on screen, like I'm getting married in this big house, these beautiful locations. So it was like a dream come true in like a mild kind of a way. And then, of course, when I saw the trailer and saw the way the movie is looking, I was in shock because I didn't expect it to look that good. I was like, oh my god, what has he done?
Also, moving forward, I know that, I should say touchwood, you have a really good lineup that's coming up, and out of which one is Sanjay Leela Bansali sir's project. So, if you could tell us a little about that.
That project I've already finished filming for. That is also shot in London, and I'm actually just playing you could say like a friendly appearance in it. I knew the director when he was putting the project together. He's a debutant director, and yeah, it was more just out of he just wanted me to do this part as a friendly appearance. But what I'm really looking forward to, like something that's very different from what I've done, is my next project for Amazon Prime. I think that is really going to challenge me. It's really going to push me to pull my socks up because it's something I've never done. It's it's a very tough role, I feel, and also I'm surrounded with such good actors that like I'm again like that nervousness is kind of pushing me that my god, I better pull up my socks so that I match up to the standard of the project. Like with each project, I feel thankfully God is put me on this journey that with each project, I feel I'm going a notch higher. Be it like director related, story related, character related, like anything. So I feel this is another project that's come my way, which is 20 notches higher than what I've done already. So I'm looking forward. Let's see.
So, is it safe to say that 2021 is going to be a good year?
I've stopped thinking about what is going to be what, because I remember Like when I was much younger, I used to have such a fixed, rigid mind about everything and how it's going to be. And I used to even be like, oh, what I do on the first day of the year is going to be what the entire year is going to be. And all these insane burdens I used to put on myself. I really don't know anything anymore. Like so unpredictable. I'm just so grateful that I have some work to look forward to. And even in times of coronavirus, where so many people are jobless, there's so much hardship going on. I'm just feeling grateful that I have something to work on. Something that keeps me inspired through the day. So I just want to take each day as it comes. I have no idea what is going to happen when. I don't want to be negative about it, but I think it's better to just be present. I think this is what this year has taught us mostly. Better to just be present and take each day as it comes. So, but I'm
Lovely.
hoping it's better than this year, of course. So,
So now we're going to dive into this segment, and it's called your relationship with food. So let me see how foodie you are, and I want to ask you questions with regards to that. So first of all, tell me, there have been various diets that I've heard of. Is there any that you've ever followed?
I think back in the follow keto, but it don't think it really suited me after some time. I think what really the most is the intermittent fasting, the 16 hours, 16 hours daily fasting, and keep only a 8-hour gap where you can eat whatever you want. And also eating before sunset, I think has helped me a lot. And these are more things that I think back in the day I would do all these fad diets, these quick fixes, but I don't think it really helped me mentally. I think mentally it would affect me a lot. But in the last couple of years, I feel like I'm trying to find a more wholesome form of following a particular lifestyle or a diet that will last me. That I'm not putting pressure on myself. It's not affecting my chemical balance in my body. So I think this is what has worked for me most, the intermittent fasting and eating before sunset.
Your favorite cuisine and your favorite restaurant?
My God, that is like too tough a question I have. So I love Indian food. I love Italian food. I also love Chinese food, but it doesn't always suit me. I have a little weak stomach. But yeah, you could say Indian food and Italian is my favorite. And restaurants, though, they keep changing every week. I have lots of like I just had the pizza. We ordered the Ray's pizza home the other day and it was so yummy. So I loved that also. No real favorite one place. I love the Chinese at Japan. I can say that.
Okay, hypothetically, if you're told to have just one kind of food for the rest of your life, what would you pick on?
Mm, either I'm thinking either it should be something related to a toast. Toast butter jam is like my all time. And also dal chawal. Dal chawal probably stay on forever.
Okay, when it's a cheat meal day, what's the first thing that you always rush to?
I've been so bad that I'm far away from cheat meals now. Like almost every day. But French fries.
Okay, now tell me the weirdest thing that you've ever had.
My mother keeps telling me that when I was really young, I would chase cockroaches. I used to not get scared of them. I would chase them and put them in my hand and almost eat them. And then mom used to like have to like really chase me and get it out of my hand. But I don't really consume it.
Okay, do you have any weird sort of combinations of food that you like to have? Like some people have ketchup with paratha. Do you have any such sort of a weird combination?
I find it very weird, but my mother does. I don't know. Let's see if you find it weird. I love drinking chai and having fruit. So according to my mother, that's a very weird habit, but I really don't think so.
I think that's okay. A lot of people do that.
But other than that, I have a very like I know my best friend. She used to have everything with ketchup. Like even like a fried egg, she would eat with tomato ketchup.
So there are two people we come across. One who are okay with not having food on time, and one who get really cranky. Which one are you?
And I'm very embarrassed about it. But I can get really cranky. Like there are times where I'll be so embarrassed of my own self because it's like, what a like, am I a child or how spoiled I am that just can't control my hunger, for a little longer. But it's very embarrassing. But I'm definitely cranky if I'm not fed on time. For sure.
Okay, so now tell me the first thing that you've ever learned to cook.
First thing that I learned to cook, I think, eggs. But now I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat eggs anymore. But I think the first thing I must have learned how to cook is burji, egg burji.
Lastly, if food could hear you, what is it that you want to say to it?
Love you.
On this note, I'd like to say that thank you so much for joining us on this chat. It was really fun.
Thank you.
All right, then bye, and thank you so much for joining. Bye.